If you're looking to sharpen your knife skills, you have come to the right place. I'm Sam, I work for the Havens Kitchen team, and if you've been following along, I have been walking myself through the cookbook here in hopes to become a better chef. I know nothing about cooking, and we are starting at the very basics. Today, we are going to work on our knife skills. One thing this book has taught me is while you think you may need 100 different knives to get started in the kitchen, you actually only need about 3. You only need an 8-inch chef's knife, paring knife, and a bread knife. Inspection purposes, bread knife, paring knife. I'm actually not sure if this is a paring knife. Allie is not in the kitchen today, so I had to kind of look around for myself, and it looks to match the photo here in the book, but I'm really not too sure. With the 8-inch chef's knife, you really can do just about anything with this knife. You can cut a steak, you could dice, mince. This will essentially serve as your primary knife. It says that you can opt for a 10 or 12-inch knife, and I'm sure that'll do just fine as well, but really all you need is this one knife to get you through the majority of your cutting. We have the paring knife. This one you'll want to use for more of a cutting and peeling of fruits and vegetables and smaller ingredients. Might gravitate towards this knife personally if I don't need the larger 8-inch, just because it's a little bit friendlier looking, but that's just me. I think there's a fair balance between the two, and you'll find kind of the right rhythm for you. Lastly, we have the bread knife. Obviously, by nature of the name, this one cuts bread, but you'd be surprised to find out it's actually really good for cutting things like eggplant and tomato as well. So we've gone through our 3 knives. I'm actually going to demonstrate a few dicing and cutting methods. I kind of just wing everything. I'm excited to really get down to the nitty-gritty of it and learn each different method. Set aside those knives and start with the 8-inch chef's knife. The very first thing that our knife section teaches us is how to cut an onion. I don't like onion, so I don't think I've ever cut an onion, let alone diced it. So this is going to be new for all of us. You'd think I'd never been in a kitchen before. I'll start by peeling these bad boys off the skin. Don't know if an onion has skin. There's a proper way to do this. The book does not share that part. I'm going to take our time with it because you can't rush greatness. I have a feeling I'm going to cut this off anyways. Before we start cutting our onion, we are going to read through how to use a chef's knife, because if we don't, we might have to go to the emergency room, and I'm here by myself today, so we can't have that happening. Okay. To start, I would have never known this, honestly. If you asked me how to hold a knife before looking at this book, this would be it. Pinch the knife above the bolster on the blade, where you best feel the balance between the blade and the handle. I don't know what that means. I think I get it, but not really. So I have my thumb here, and then I want to grip it like so. Never seen that before. Maybe I have seen that. Does that look different to you guys? Let me know in the comments. Step 2, grip the handle with your fingers. Check, I've already done that. Step 3 is keep your fingers curled under as you cut. So they're referring to this hand here that's going to be holding down the onion. Eating this onion. Okay, step 4. Step 4 is actually really interesting. You want to keep the blade in contact with the cutting board the entire time you're cutting. You're correct, I am in fact cutting off the top of the onion here. So we're just going to get that out of the way. Voila. Now that we've cut off the top of our onion, guess what? It lays firmly planted on the cutting board. Step 2. Step 2 is to cut through the root, and we're going to split the onion in half. I'm already not holding my knife properly. You see that, guys? You gotta pay attention. There goes nothing. Which is beautiful. Now we have even more surfaces to lay our onions down. Do you understand? Take a circular thing that rolls and you make it stable. That's science. And I was supposed to peel this after I cut. Oh, maybe I should have read the instructions through. Because you're supposed to read the instructions first before doing anything, and I already did not do that. People would actually peel the onion at this stage. I accidentally peeled the onion as step 1. Didn't know that was going to be included in the cutting process. Trial and error, everyone. Step 3 has already been completed, unfortunately, but you guys can know to go back and peel your onion at this step. Oh, I can feel the tears coming. Step 4 will be to hold our onion down with our non-dominant hand as we make horizontal cuts. Make sure that we do not cut all the way through. It's a little crooked, but we're gonna run with it. Making great strides. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here because I'm not so sure. Do one more, but this is where I might end up in the emergency room. Okay, I don't know if you can see all this, but she looks kind of cute. Step 5, this is really exciting. We are going to follow the natural lines of the onion and cut perpendicular to the cuts that we first made. Keep going, Sam, you got this. Man, this is a great knife, no wonder. Okay, we're getting into dangerous territory here where I don't think I can bear claw anymore. Oh, emergency room, emergency room. Oh, I'm starting to cry. Rotate the onion and cut into small, even dice. Okay, seems easy enough, right? Okay, I've already lost control. Oh, I need goggles. That's not working because now my whole, okay. Maybe better. I don't like this feeling. Oh my God. Does that get easier if you cook more? With time, you stop crying? I don't know if I could do that every time. Okay, but you know what? For a first attempt, I do think that I kind of nailed it. Tears streaming down my face. We have a diced onion. I'd call that a success. If you liked what you saw and you felt like you learned something, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We will be here next week with more cuts.